so excited for tonight to listen to your story and have you share your story with the world. You just had such great experience with this Vox Human Performance Technology. So I wanted
Hmm.
to have you come on because I think your story can help so many that deal with pain, deal with maybe some type of ailment where they don't have any hope. And
Sure.
so yeah, so first off, just like you've told me, just start with a little bit of your story and what happened
Okay.
to you 13 months ago, and then kind of
Okay.
how you found out about the tech and your experience.
Sure. So well, actually, I got hurt about 15 months ago kickboxing. Just random. I ran, I did a knee kick into the bag and hurt my knee. And the doctors just said, "Oh, give it time. It'll get better." Blah blah blah. 2 months later, I have a massive leg infection, like so bad that it it took up my whole leg. My whole leg swelled up, and we didn't know if we could save the leg. Um, but in the process of the infection, a bunch of nerves were damaged, and when everything was all said and done, I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, which is, I think it's like a 7.5 on the McGillis pain scale. It's very, very high, and I was given major painkillers. Nothing worked. Um, I couldn't walk. I ran a cleaning business and I couldn't run it. And I really did feel hopeless. Um, I was in a brace and crutches, and I was mortified because I was used to a very active lifestyle. I would run, 3 to 5 miles a day and kickbox, and I had lost 120 pounds. So, of course,
Wow.
I was devastated that I couldn't
Yeah.
continue to do the things that I loved. Um, and I was in a lot of pain, and my only option was to have my spine operated on and have a device put in that may or may not work.
Wow.
And one day, a childhood friend just posted these socks. It said neurological socks, and it caught my eye. Matt, he posted it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on board. Get me some now." I was trying to find whatever I could because I was desperate. And I got the socks, and I put them on that day. Like I couldn't wait to get them in the mail, so I was like checking every day. But I put them on, and I waited, and um, I kept hoping they were going to work. And a week went by, and I really couldn't tell anything yet. And another week, and I could kind of start telling my toes weren't getting tingly anymore. And then at about 3 weeks, the pain started to just kind of fall away. And I was, I, I, I'm still speechless. I could cry, but
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry. I'm
You're gonna
still,
make me cry.
I'm, I'm still speechless. That I'm walking today without
Right.
any. I have no help walking, and I've just started running again, and I can run 2 miles without any problems. Um, I can teach all day on my feet. Um, without any problems at all. But if I do forget to wear my socks within 2 hours, I'm like, ow, I'm hurting. The socks are, I won't go without them. I just won't.
That's awesome. And before you were introduced to the socks, like how long were you suffering and trying to deal, did you have to deal with that?
So the injury was in November. I got sick in February, and I didn't get the socks till August.
Wow. Well,
So it was very hard on me mentally
oh, I can only
too.
imagine. Right, right. And I'm sure, because I believe, you said you have a couple of kids that play sports too, so probably a little difficult to go attend games with that type of pain.
Yeah, it was humiliating actually to have to go up and down the bleachers with all kinds of help with my crutches. Yeah, it was humiliating.
Hmm. Yeah, no, and so what else have you noticed, besides the pain relief, obviously more mobility, what are all the things that you've noticed with technology since you've had a chance to wear the Vox technology?
Um, my thoughts are more clear. I don't have the cloudy thinking. I think that comes when you're getting older. I don't
Hmm.
know. But I don't have it like I did have it. I don't have mom brain as much. Um, my thoughts are very clear. I don't have tremors. Um, I don't shake. And I also, from the CRPS, I have body spasms so bad that I fall on the ground and someone has to come help me.
Wow.
One time it was just me and my daughter, and she was calling 911 because I was just screaming and couldn't move. But when I have the socks on, never do I have a body spasm, ever.
No, that's awesome. So it's
Yeah.
obviously changed your life, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. But I always
Yeah.
like to say too, it doesn't only change your life, it changes your family's life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
because I was a big drag. I
exactly.
was ornery and I was a drag.
But
So,
but I
yeah.
think you've also mentioned too that now, because of what you've experienced, I believe everyone in your family wears it as well too. So tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, my husband wears them. He's type 1 diabetic, and he also is a hockey ref and plays hockey. And then my two sons play hockey and they wear them. My daughter um, has an anxiety problem. She wears them.
Hmm.
They get her to school. My dad wears them. My mom wears them. We all wear them, all for different reasons.
Right. And
All for
everyone
different
should.
reasons.
If you got a brain, we always say if you got a brain and you want to make it better, just try the
Well,
socks.
yeah. My dad was a into bodybuilding his whole life and blew out his knees, but he's back to being able to do those heavy squats that he loves to do
Hmm.
because of the socks.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Such a great story, and obviously, you were willing to try anything. So, one of the questions I always like to ask, for those that are listening or listening to your story, what would you recommend to somebody that hasn't tried the technology or, sitting out there and might be skeptical?
Well, when I was thinking about it, I thought, well, if I add up all of these prescriptions that they're putting me on, and then a copay for a spinal, um, whatever, a thing they're putting in my spine, $30 was like nothing.
Right.
If these do what they say they're going to do, if they even do half of what they say they're going to do, that's just a copay to one of my medicines.
Exactly. Well, and the beauty about that we always say with our tech is we have a 30-day money back guarantee too. So, in your
Mhm.
prescriptions, I don't think you usually have that. So,
Oh, yeah, no.
and you just mentioned prescriptions too. Another thing we touch on is, zero side effects. That's the beauty of our socks
Yeah.
is nothing goes inside the body. You're using them with your kids, age safe, and so that's the beauty. You don't have to worry about nothing and goes interacting with any other medications. So,
Right, which is huge.
yes. So, Erin, I appreciate it. I'm so glad you shared your story tonight because I think it's something that everyone should hear, especially anybody out there that, knows anyone that might be struggling. This technology, we've heard so many amazing stories, and we know that
Right.
if you can make the brain better, everybody can have more than likely is going to have a better quality of life.
Yes, please. If you're even just thinking about it, just go for it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. Look forward to continue to
Thank
work
you.
with you, and we'll talk
Okay.
again soon.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks, Erin.